Dear soul, the angels are asking you to pause and listen carefully because something important is unfolding in your life. Your person, the one your heart often thinks about, has gone through a powerful and emotional experience with their family. It was not a small disagreement or a passing moment. It was a confrontation that carried years of silence, hidden opinions, and unspoken truths. And at the center of it all was you. Not because you caused trouble, but because your presence in their life represents something their family could no longer ignore. Change, independence, love, and the courage to choose freely. For a long time, their family may have smiled politely or kept their opinions quiet, but deep down they were holding back disapproval. Recently, that silence broke, like a storm that arrived suddenly. Emotions rose, voices clashed, and masks fell away. What had been buried beneath the surface came rushing out, and your person, who often chose silence over confrontation, found themselves speaking words they never thought they would say. They stood up and defended their heart. They spoke about you with a clarity they had avoided before. And this shocked everyone, even themselves. The angels want you to understand this clearly. You did not create this conflict. You brought light into their life. And when light enters a space that has been dimmed for too long, it stirs the dust and makes things visible that others would rather keep hidden. Their family is not upset simply because of who you are. They are reacting to what your presence symbolizes: the end of their control, the rise of your person's independence, and a future they cannot design on their own. You are a mirror of strength and freedom, and that unsettles them. This fight was not just loud words echoing in a room. It was years of suppressed emotions breaking open. For the first time, your person declared with their actions and words, "This is who I love, and I will not let you shame me for it." The words may not have been poetic, but they were honest, raw, and filled with truth. Their family, caught off guard, pressed harder. They wanted explanations. They wanted to know what keeps your person so deeply tied to you. They wanted to uncover what had not yet been spoken. And here lies the heart of the matter, the truth your person has hidden. The angels are guiding you to prepare your heart because this truth is not about betrayal, but about fear. Your person has been keeping something from you, not because they don't care, but because they were terrified that if they revealed it, you might lose faith in them. This truth may be connected to their past, perhaps a relationship that left deep scars, a financial situation they were embarrassed about, or struggles with emotional health. It is not a small detail. It is something weighty, something that could touch the foundation of your connection. And yet, even with its weight, it does not diminish the love they hold for you. Their silence has not been a sign of indifference. It has been a reflection of their fear of losing the one thing that feels real and sacred in their life. But the angels are moving them toward courage. The confrontation with their family has shaken them awake. It has forced them to realize that hiding is no longer possible. The Eight of Wands, a symbol of swift movement and truth, shows that momentum is already carrying everything forward. Soon, your person will come to you. Their voice may tremble, their hands may shake, but they will open their heart. Not because it is easy, but because the angels are giving them the strength to do what they once thought impossible. When this moment arrives, you will hear not only their words, but the sincerity that flows through them. You will feel how heavy it has been for them to hold back, and you will see how much it costs them to reveal themselves so fully. The angels remind you that this love cannot survive on illusions. It is too deep, too sacred, too divine to be built on half-truths. That is why this truth must be spoken now. You are being called to prepare your heart, not to judge, but to listen. The truth may surprise you. It may stir emotions, confusion, pain, or even disappointment. But it also carries the seed of a stronger bond. If you meet it with compassion, this moment will not break you. It will build something new. Your person has always feared your disappointment more than anything else. That is why they hesitated. But now they stand at a threshold where they cannot go back. They must step forward. The angels are proud of you, dear one. They see how you have loved with patience, without guarantees, without bitterness. You have waited with an open heart, even when silence made you doubt. And now, your reward is clarity. This confrontation in their family was not a breaking point. It was a turning point. The storm that shook them was never meant to destroy, but to clear the air. What is meant for you is aligning quickly now. Behind closed doors, words were sharp, even cruel at times. A family member, someone with influence, perhaps a parent or elder, spoke with brutal honesty that cut into your person's soul. They were accused of being blinded, manipulated, or irresponsible for choosing you. They were cornered, questioned, and pressured. But instead of crumbling, something shifted inside them. They realized they were tired of justifying their love, tired of being made to feel like their heart was a weakness. And in that moment, they chose truth. The angels say this truth is not about wrongdoing but vulnerability. For so long, your person wore a mask. They tried to appear strong, composed, in control. But beneath that mask, they were afraid of being seen fully, afraid you might discover their flaws and walk away. This confrontation stripped that mask away. Their family asked the question that broke through all defenses. If you truly love them, why haven't you been honest? That question pierced them because deep down, they knew it was time. The truth they are about to share may reveal wounds from their past, a relationship that left them broken, choices they regret, struggles they couldn't admit. It may reveal how they've compared themselves to you and felt inadequate. You, with your strength, independence, and light, sometimes made their shadows feel more visible. Instead of opening up, they tried to hide those shadows, but hiding only created distance. And now, with everything exposed, they are realizing honesty is the only path forward. The angels want you to hold onto this. Love is not about perfection. Love is about presence. Your presence in their life has already healed them in ways they cannot fully understand. That healing is why they are now finding the courage to stop running. They are ready to stop loving you through filters, through masks, through hesitation. They are ready to stand before you as they are. When this truth is revealed, you may feel silence within yourself. You may pause, unsure how to respond. That pause will not be weakness. It will be the angels whispering to your heart, reminding you of the bigger picture. This moment is not punishment. It is a gift, a bridge from who they were to who they are becoming. And while the truth may shake the ground for a moment, it will also free both of you. Your person admires you deeply, yet they fear they are not enough. They may have struggled with finances, direction, or wounds from the past that made them feel small beside your light. Their family has pointed out these insecurities, accusing them of pretending to be someone they are not just to keep you. And that has forced them to confront their deepest fear, that if you knew everything, you might leave. But the angels assure you, this truth cannot destroy what is real between you. In fact, it has the power to strengthen your bond, because love does not require perfection. It requires courage, and they are finding that courage now. You have always had the gift of healing, not by fixing others, but by accepting them. That is why the angels chose you for this connection, because your heart knows how to love with compassion, to see beyond the flaws and into the soul. Your patience and love have been guiding them home, and soon they will arrive, not with grand gestures, but with honesty, not with rehearsed words, but with trembling truth. When that moment comes, remember this: what once was hidden is being revealed not to break you, but to build something new. The angels remind you that sometimes the most beautiful chapters begin not with grand declarations, but with raw truth, tears, and the choice to stay even when the ground shakes. You have been so strong. You have waited through silence, carried doubts, and still kept your heart open. The angels see your strength glowing like a lantern in the dark, and that light is guiding your person to you. Soon they will come, not as a perfect figure, but as a soul longing to be loved as they truly are. And when they do, the choice will be yours: to open your arms and embrace what is real, or to walk away. The angels believe in your compassion. They trust in your heart, and they remind you, as always, that this love was never ordinary. It was always divine. Dear soul, the angels surround you right now with light, comfort, and deep reassurance. They want you to know that what you are about to hear is not only a message, but also a mirror of your own soul's impact. It reflects the love, strength, and warmth you have brought into the life of someone who never thought they could feel alive in this way again. Your presence has been a gift, a spark that has awakened something powerful within them. And because of this awakening, events have recently unfolded that carry great meaning for your connection. There was indeed a fight, a serious clash that was not just loud words, but a collision of values, expectations, and hidden truths. Your person, the one your spirit keeps reaching for, found themselves face to face with their family. This was not a simple disagreement about everyday matters. It was a confrontation born from years of unspoken rules, quiet pressures, and invisible walls. Their family had long carried ideas of who your person should be with, what kind of partner would be acceptable, and what image needed to be maintained for the sake of tradition and appearances. These expectations became like a wall, a barrier between your person's heart and their freedom. And then you entered their life, not to break things apart, but to awaken something real. You did not come to replace their family's values, but to inspire your person to live authentically. You came carrying light, strength, and truth. You walked into their world with a spirit that refused to shrink for approval, with a presence that made them feel seen, deeply seen, in a way they may have never experienced before. Your very being challenged everything they thought they had to accept in silence. Their family noticed this too. They felt your fire, your independence, your authenticity, and instead of welcoming it, they feared it. Not because you were wrong for their child, but because your strength made them realize they could no longer control the choices of your person. Your energy disrupted the illusion of control they held. They questioned your person, doubted them, and even accused them of being blinded by charm or carried away by emotions. What they didn't understand is that your person was not acting out of weakness. They were responding to truth. The fight was piercing. There were sharp words, accusations, and silent tears. But something extraordinary happened in the middle of it all. Your person stopped hiding. For so long, they had built a mask to please others, to maintain peace, to avoid conflict. Yet in that moment, with your love burning inside them, they found the courage to take off the mask. They stood up for you, not out of rebellion, but out of love. They told their family that choosing you was not a mistake, not a reckless act, but the truest decision of their life. That choice came with cost, comfort, familiarity, and perhaps even certain relationships. But in losing those things, they gained back their own voice, their own truth. Now, in the aftermath of that fight, something has shifted. Their family, in an attempt to regain control, has pressured your person to be completely honest with you. They have demanded that your person reveal what they have been hiding. And what they have been hiding is not betrayal, not lies, not disloyalty. It is something more tender, more human, an insecurity that has quietly lived in their heart. The truth is this: they have often felt intimidated by your strength, not because you did anything wrong, but because you shine so brightly. They see how independent you are, how others respect you, how naturally you carry yourself, and it has made them wonder if they are truly worthy to stand by your side. They admire you so deeply that it sometimes turns into self-doubt. At times, they have pulled away, delayed conversations, or seemed hesitant, not because they lacked love, but because they felt they had to catch up to you, to become someone worthy of your love. This is what their family threw in their face. If you're so serious about them, then why haven't you told them how much you struggle to feel like you belong in their world? Those words hurt your person, but they also opened a doorway to truth. Your person now knows they cannot keep this hidden anymore. They need to tell you, not to create distance, but to build intimacy. Dear one, the angels want you to hear this clearly. When they reveal this truth, it is not a threat to your relationship. It is not something meant to harm. It is a bridge to deeper connection, greater honesty, and a love that no longer hides behind fear. They want to tell you that they have not been pulling away out of lack of care, but out of awe. They have been afraid of not measuring up, afraid that one day you might see their insecurities and walk away. What they do not yet understand is that you never needed them to compete with your fire. You only wanted them to walk with you through it. The angels are guiding them now to be real with you, to drop the pride, the performance, the pressure, and show up exactly as they are, imperfect, uncertain, but willing. They are ready to tell you that they have not been scared of your love, but of not living up to it. And this moment of honesty will be tender. When they speak, you may feel a mix of emotions: surprise, compassion, maybe even sadness for the weight they have carried in silence. But as you listen, you will begin to understand that their distance was never rejection. It was love struggling to find the courage to be vulnerable. The angels ask you to meet this revelation with your full heart. Remember the times you too have doubted your worth, the moments you questioned your own light. This is your chance to reflect your light back to them, to remind them that love is not earned through perfection, but through truth and connection. Your presence has already changed them. Even their family, though afraid, can no longer deny that you have awakened something in your person. You have helped them see that they do not need to prove their worth. They only need to step into it. This truth may come with tears and trembling hands, but it also carries hope. Hope that you will understand. Hope that this honesty will draw you closer, not further apart. Hope that nothing will now stand between you and the future that was always meant for you both. The angels rejoice over this unfolding, not because it is easy, but because it is real. Divine love is not neat or tidy. It is brave, vulnerable, and transforming. And right now, something in the unseen world is rushing forward. The emotions they buried beneath family obligations, pressure, and confusion can no longer be silenced. Their heart is pouring forward with urgency. They stood up for you. They defended you. And now they must be honest with you. The truth they are about to confess is not about mistakes. It is about the depth of their feelings. They have loved you far longer and far deeper than they ever admitted. They held back because it scared them, because the speed of their feelings felt overwhelming, because they thought waiting would protect both of you. But the angels are showing that waiting has only created pain. Now, the time has come for words to match actions. You may be shocked to hear how serious they are, how much they see you as their forever, how much they have already imagined a life with you. Quietly, they have been making decisions that reflect this love, adjusting their life, making space for you, even picturing you by their side in the seasons to come. They pretended uncertainty in front of you only because they were unsure if they could give you everything they thought you deserved. But after this confrontation, clarity has come. They see that love is not about image or approval, but about truth. They see that your love has given them back their voice, their freedom, their self-respect. And so they are coming to you now, not with performance, but with transformation. Their energy is rising to meet yours. Their eyes will show more depth. Their words will carry more weight. Their actions will align with their love. Dear one, the angels remind you, this is not a victory of ego. This is a victory of love. This is not about winning against their family. It is about being seen, chosen, and cherished in truth. This moment is sacred. It is your reward for holding space with patience, for believing in love even when the path was shadowed with silence. When they come to you with this truth, receive it with grace. It may not be perfect. It may come with trembling, with pauses, with tears. But what matters is that it is finally here. Love is no longer hidden. The dam has broken. The flow has begun. And your connection is being carried forward by divine momentum. The angels celebrate you. They celebrate your strength, your courage, and your willingness to love beyond fear. They surround you with their wings now, blessing every step you take. This chapter of honesty is not an ending. It is a beginning, the start of a deeper love, one that can withstand fire, one that can face storms, one that is destined to endure.